Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right. Well, how the fuck are you all doing? Let me get out of the way of the so I don't get copyright claimed for that music over there. But you can see that's Las Vegas. I think that's on Channel 5, KTLA's Las Vegas, New Year's fucking Eve. How the fuck are you all doing? I just like hit and run, just doing this live stream very quickly. And I'm not going to be on too long. Um, Look at that. I got what have I got? Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles.
Yes, that's good. Well, you should sure like it.
And then there's Barney's Cocoa Pebbles. Hey!
Hey, you could sure do good with fruity and cocoa pebbles.
Now, let me show you this also. If you can see this, what can you see here? Can we get that on? What day will I get that on? This is the last time you all cared, okay? This is the last time you all cared. Where is it? The Truth About Creature Commandos. This one right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's the last time you all cared. Then I got like 1, 3, 5 views. What's that all about? So, and also I'll show you. This is the last game and the first game I'm playing for 2026, but the last game I'm playing for 2025. This is Banjo-Kazooie, the board game. Now, obviously, that's not Banjo-Kazooie. I'm going to get a Banjo-Kazooie figurine so that I can play this game a little, but much better, more realized. But we have other rare sort of IPs. This is the Kevin Bayliss version of Donkey Kong and Diddy. And the idea is to, you can't really see too well. I don't know where my flashlight is. I got a flashlight over here. I come up with things, okay? So the idea is to rescue Dixie Kong from King K. Rool. And you have to get a pattern after a month. Now, the rules for Hanafuda, this is Hanafuda, is that you have months for like 4. So you have different cards represent different months of the year. So these are just 35 of the 49 cards that I'm able to put on this little table here. And so you have to get 4 in a row or however many. Some months have different number of cards. Like you need only 3 for one month or 4 for another month. But once you do that, then you can actually, let me think. Actually, I think it is 4 for each month because there's 48 cards, and card 49 is a blank white card, which can be a wild card. But if you don't get the months, if you don't complete the month segment, then you have to do a world. So this is Hellfire Peaks, and this is the Red Dragon. So that's what this is. That's complicated nonsense. So I just wanted to share that one with you, and hopefully you got to see what I presented there. So let's review the year. Let's review the things. Because I used to do these kinds of videos where I talked about in segments what happened in the year. It didn't get a lot of popularity. So I started out Buck Rogers, and I still have the Buck Rogers comic strips over here. Let's show that. Where is that at? Over here? Got to take good care of my stuff. This is the Buck Rogers. Real quick, I'll show you one of the strips. Is that it? Yeah. Buck Rogers. Can you see that? Light at the end. That's when the squares are a little bit bigger. That was from the Buck Rogers comic strip. So that I started out. David Lynch had passed away. He survived long enough to go through the Palisades fires, and then he passed away. McBain. Do you remember the McBain movie with, dear God, who the fuck is it? Christopher Walken and Michael Ironside. So you have McBain. Best action movie ever. If you haven't watched McBain yet, please watch that movie. So I did the comic strips. The Fantastic Four movie. I finally watched the 2015 Fantastic Four, Fan Four Stick, and I really do. I don't have the DVDs yet. Oh, this is, yeah, don't forget to watch the Rose Parade. Not with Stephanie Edwards and Bob Eubanks, but with Lisa Gibbons and all that shit. So where's that movie at? Okay, so I finally got to watch this movie. Very good stuff. Um, and then I watched First Steps, which is the better movie for everyone, I think. What else happened? What else happened? I got some DVDs that I got from the library for free. And I did do something. There was an event that one of the Star Trek actors attended, and I attended it. And when we get closer to the anniversary of Star Trek, I'm going to do two things, okay? I'm going to show you the event that she was at and that I attended with tickets and flowers, by the way. It's sort of a moot point now, but I'll share it anyway for everyone else. This is more for everyone else than it is for her. She could care less. And I could kind of care less, but I'm going to do this more for all of you because Star Trek turns 60. But I did attend an event in October. I did go to the theater more often. I did attend the circus, Circus Caballero. I attended other theater, the Harry Potter one, The Cursed Child. I thought that was the best production I saw on stage. Lots of effects, and all on stage, and it was really good. I mean, it makes me long for those times where when you had theater and people put on a show and they just did all kinds of weird shit. It didn't have to be a musical. My mom had passed away in the summer, so we did do a sort of paying respects in December earlier this month. So my mom had passed. Things have changed a little bit, but it is tough now. And this is the first year I have a blue check mark that I bought my blue check mark from X. Things have been better on X. People have been well receptive on X. I think X is like way better. When I was on Twitter, it was a mess. But now things are better. What else has been happening? Like, we've had that whole thing with Gavin Newsom and Prop 50. What a piece of shit. Prop 50. I mean, I hope it doesn't really matter what happens, but I voted no on that shit. But he can't run anymore, and I don't want to see any of these Democrats. Eric Swalwell can't even do shit. His campaign's lazy at best. Katie Porter doesn't even care. Antonio Villaraigosa, we don't need to get to his matters. There's some other people. Butch Ware, who's of the Green Party, he's an idiot. Sheriff Chad Bianco. In order for Chad Bianco to become our sheriff, he's got to quit. I mean, become our governor. He's got to quit being sheriff. He's got to run his campaign. Otherwise, he's not going to get anywhere. You can't make tweets in the occasional interviews and say I'm going to be governor. Well, you got to figure out how you're going to do that. Steve Hilton's like attacking this. I said goodbye with Nintendo with Metroid Prime 4. I may play it on casual mode just to see all the spoilery things, but it's kind of over. I'm just kind of done with it. I don't know. So what do we got? We got 17 minutes left. So it's been a very eventful, it's a lot of things have happened. I turn 48 next year. This next year will be my Chinese year of the horse. So it happens every 12 years. That happened for me at 12. Not a lot happened for me at 12. At 24, my dad passed away. And I will have lived a full 24 years without my father being around. What else? At age 36, what happened at age 36? What was that? 2014? Oh, I had to deal with my shitty neighbors. So, is that an 80s song? You're a candle in the wind. I think that's what that song is. Can we get some death metal, please? Yeah, so for New Year's, just before we started, I got some... I'll show you my. And that is just what I'm fighting for. Oh, God. Enough of that shit. Spare me, please. That's why I don't watch these things. Okay, I'll show you really quick. When we get towards the 5 minute mark, I'll flip the camera around and we'll watch the bullshit together. Okay. So I'll show you my friends the subscriptions. Let's get out of these things, please. Okay. So that's death metal promotions. They have archives of all kinds of music. And here's another one. Elevate the Virus. This is their YouTube channel. Pitchfork NL. Pitchfork NL. I'm not sure what the NL stands for, but this is Pitchfork. So yeah, I've been focusing on Pitchfork and Elevate the Virus and whatever else is going on. There's Blood Incantation, which is more atmospheric. That's how it is. Yeah, I've kind of moved away from this kind of fucking music. It's not my kind of music. Sorry. Don't really care for it, but I don't know. I've been watching old documentaries about the world of tomorrow. Well, you know what's interesting about that is that the world of tomorrow. Get out of that really quick. It's funny because if you go back 90 years or more, let's say you go back 95, almost 100 years, people had these, like 100 years ago, people daydreamed about those Art Deco sort of Max Fleischer buildings and cars that you'd see in Superman cartoons. And we thought, oh, we're going to get there. Oh my God, we're going to get there. We've overcome so many things. We have I think we had how many states by this point? We didn't have Hawaii as a state yet, but we had so many states. We had like 48 states or whatever. And oh my God, we're gonna go to the future. And you see all these buildings. One of them looked like City Hall, but it looked really gothic and tall, and it had its own overpass, so cars would go under the building. And you saw this bullshit from the World's Fair, like the 1930s World's Fair. But unfortunately, we had the stock market crash. We had the Great Depression. We had two world wars. We had the Korean War. We had the Vietnam War. We had Dr. King die. We had Bobby Kennedy die and John F. Kennedy die. So you see like slums, and you see people on drugs, and you see veterans who couldn't make it, and you see blacks and whites fighting it out. And we have like kind of where I think now when you look at the smart technology and you look at smartphones and tablets and future cars, I think now we're trying to get closer to that time of we know wars can happen and we know businesses can fail. So we're not as naive as we used to be. It's like if you go back to radium, people embraced radium like it was the new, like it was the internet of 1910s or 20s. But radium was dangerous, and oh, look at this. They're trying to. Are they doing Guitar Hero? Oh my God, they're doing Guitar Hero. That's silly shit right there. Why are they doing Guitar Hero? That's silly shit. Anyway, yeah. So radium was dangerous. There was a story where a woman had her jaw hanging out. So the doctor pulled in and pulled her jaw out because her jaw wasn't even fastened to her skull anymore. Like holy shit! And people like soldiers would wear on their watch on their wrists like these watches with this radium light on the dials and shit, so that you could see the time. You could see the time really good. Like my toy here. I'll show you. This is not radium toy, but the glow on this thing is so good. It's so good. I'll show you. This is Digitino, the only Latino themed action figure from He-Man. Yes. See how that glows so quickly? The way that shines. It's like it's its own light source. What is that all about? Lots of things like that. But yeah, radium was dangerous. So the world of tomorrow, radium. I mean, once you understand the reality of how we can fall apart, if you understand how we fall, then it's easier to conceive a future where it could happen, but it just needs a little more practical work. And I would like to see some Art Deco kind of future stuff somewhere. Somebody who loved that stuff would like to apply it to something. And we see it in all those car shows, but what's it going to mean? 2026. So that's the anniversary, the 30th anniversary of Kingdom Come, the DC comic story that I collected in high school. It'll be 3 decades since it'll be 3 decades since I was in school. And they can't find me no more. They cannot find me because I left my old address. I left that old address 15, 16 years ago. So that's it. So there's very little good. I haven't heard any fireworks, but I'm going to hear fireworks in a few minutes. In just over 10 minutes. And one moment. I was looking at the last videos of some of the people I follow, like Dreamcast 84, like the Dice Odyssey, Classic Game Room. They've been gone for a while. I think Chris Wong had moved to Japan, but he's just not even like, he doesn't even do his channel anymore. He doesn't give a shit. So it's not Los Angeles. Am I looking at? Is it just outside? I think it's just outside. Everybody's dancing. I guess Las Vegas should have its own New Year's, right? I never thought about it. Like LA, but like New York is always the place people go to, Times Square. And it's not, I've only been to New York once or, for 1 week. And I just, nothing exciting. It was interesting to see those Gothic buildings reach up to the top. Like that was Manhattan, but I was not excited about that for a minute. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. Yeah, this is not going to be a super long video, not a super long live stream, but I wanted to come out and say hello to all of you. Now, what I plan to do, and I may do this tonight. I'm gonna look at the first. Now, there's another channel that he goes over all the Mickey Mouse shorts, and I'll let you find that channel. But I'm only going to cover 3 Mickey Mouse shorts and the first appearance of Betty Boop. She's not Betty Boop right now. As far as copyright things that are now copyright free, there's not a lot. I mean, there's not a lot. Maybe there's some Benny Goodman music. I don't know if any Cab Calloway music is in the public domain yet. I would double check that. I'm going to double check to see, because Cab Calloway is the first one I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of what is copyright free now. I don't think it's Minnie. If it's Minnie the Moocher, I think Minnie the Moocher might be 31. I would have to double check that. But, Benny Goodman. How about Louis Armstrong? But that's, oh my God. I'll look into it. Let's see. There's got to be something from Cab that, I mean, we all know Cab Calloway from the Blues Brothers, right? But, yeah. There have been empty live. This is the most emptiest live stream you're ever going to see. If I was a pretty girl with a pretty outfit on, there'd be like 10,000 people on here and shit. 7 minutes and 47 seconds and counting down. It used to be, now it's a weeknight, but it used to be that they would have special episodes of not Jimmy Fallon, but Tonight Show with Jay Leno, or even Johnny Carson. But on Jay Leno, I remember that they would have special episodes timed to go with, what is it? I think it was recorded previously for New York time, but then they would air it so that it would match the time of Pacific time. And then they had a Central and Mountain time for Conan O'Brien's show. So I was thinking about Superman, but Superman gets in the public domain in approximately, Superman is in public domain about 8 years. So 2 presidential terms, and we'll see Superman. But I'm going to find a way to put him in to my comic strips. If you've been paying attention to my Mickey's Metal, you're going to see what's happening. And after that, I don't know. 6 minutes. I'm going to switch over to flip the screen around. That's Styx. Oh my god. That's Styx. River Styx. I don't know. So there's all my stuff. Not much has changed. I'm collecting less and less as time goes on. I'm not collecting as much as I used to anymore. That's just how it is. I mean, as I get older, I don't want as much. I still have my Steam Deck. I'm going to play a little bit more of Yuka Replay. Yuka Replay looks pretty good. And what else? That's it. I'm just creating my own board games. We're almost at the 5-minute mark, and then I'm going to flip the screen. And did you all get to watch THX 1138? Good on you if you did. For those of you, fuck off. You can watch it on VOD. So I know you can buy or rent it. Yeah, New Year's fucking Eve. Let me grab something really quick. I think I've been getting better at doing my own videos. Because if you look at the last videos, I might even show you the very first video game review video I ever did. It's on my 3DS. Speaking of 3DS, are you holding on to your 3DS? It's worth money. Okay, let me flip the screen now. We have less than here we are. So I'll get this. What is this one for? What is this one for? You'll find out. You will find out, son. Let me just move some props around. So, yeah, I think I've been getting better at editing my videos. I remember when I started out in 2015, it was so difficult to really, like, I just talked, but I didn't really have it. I wasn't as focused. Now I'm super focused. Okay? You know, you I don't know. Like, I'm just more and more just trying to figure out what it is what kind of content needs to be out there. Some cool shit right there. All right. So there's my stuff here. I was disappointed. They had the whole Grinch socks for the Happy Meals, but I still have my tin for the what is it, McDonald Land? They hyped up McDonald Land for like a month, and then they dropped it. Like, whatever. It's just a promotional thing. I thought it was going to be the start of something good, and it just wasn't. Oh yeah, what happened in 2025? The sink was always filling up. So I had to go in and get a snake. I had to get a metal snake just to fix all this stuff. So that's another thing that happened in 2025. A lot has happened. I had a lot of learning points. If you learned one good thing, then you made it through the year. Somebody was having problems kind of coping with 2026. I'm like, you just go to the attic, go to the basement, and look through your old boxes. And, you know, this is going to be something you're going to learn a new skill. Okay. And, you know, you're going to find inspiration from something. There must be something you forgot to do, or somebody you owe money to, or something you meant to do, but you forgot all about it. And now you're here thinking, what should you do? Who do you owe, right? Ninja Turtles. Yeah, Playmates is no longer going to make Ninja Turtle stuff after 2026. So it's kind of sad. There's all my stuff here. So I will no longer buy new Nintendo products. I may buy Star Overdrive for the Nintendo Switch 1. I may buy Pokemon Legends Arceus. I still want to get the Mario and Sonic one for the Switch. That's always on sale at a good time. You can get that on sale. It doesn't fucking matter. So we got less than 2 minutes, 2-minute warning. Yeah, a lot has happened since I've come here. I've been in this condominium for a year and a half. And yeah, so so Hawaii is the last place that's going to have the new year. Japan was first, Tokyo, Osaka, then Russia, then the Philippines, India, the UK, Africa, Greenland, then the East Coast, Central Mountain. We're the last people. Look at these people. Do these people matter? I don't know. There's a dog there. Who are these? Who are these people? Wow, okay. I don't know who these people are. I guess they're people. Like they look like people I live among in the condominiums, but we don't say a word to each other. So oh, they're gonna celebrate with the fucking dome, aren't they? Oh my god, they're gonna celebrate with the fucking dome. So this is the way to. This is our way of celebrating life because New Year's fucking Eve already happened. New Year's fucking Eve was 3 hours ago. So at 9 o'clock our time in Los Angeles, it was already New Year's fucking Eve. But Dick Clark's been dead for how many decades now? 20 years or less? 27, 26, 25, 25, 24, 23, 22. Atachi, Jukyu, Junana, Juroku, Jugo, Ju Sun, 10, 9, 8. Yeah, I can hear the fireworks outside. 5, 4, 3. Well, have a happy 2026, everyone. You can hear the fireworks going off. Treasure Island and shit. Send New York. I'm not going to send New York pictures. I'm not in New York. Caesar's Palace. Look at these motherfuckers going off. Well, another new year. Is it going to be better than the last year?
Is it getting better, Bonnie, in the new year? What are we gonna do?
I have no idea.
We better think of something. We get new Fruity Pebbles.
Yep, Happy New Year. All right, so I'm going to sign out. My plan is to finish. I'll show you from right here. I'll show you a little bit. If you can see that, that is part 35 of Mickey's Medal. That is called the Ninth Rock. So rock on, everyone, and I'll see you next time. But this video will end in 3, 2.